This is Footwork, man. Let's talk. So this has been a real busy weekend for boxing, and it kind of culminated into Wilder versus Hellenius last night. This was a real short fight, so this is going to be a short little post-fight commentary. And coming into this fight, you had Wilder coming off a couple losses to Tyson Fury for the WBC Heavyweight Championship of the world, and then you got Robert Hellenius on the left over here, who had a couple nice wins over Adam Kalinowski, kind of like a rising, up-and-coming, undefeated young heavyweight. Knocked him out a couple times, and that's kind of how he got the build to get this fight. And so coming in, again, you got Wilder with those losses, and he had a couple of well, let's say maybe a year or so off from the sport. And so he's back in training camp, and he came into this fight looking a little slimmer than he was in his last couple outings against Tyson Fury. I think he was around 220 or so, maybe 215-ish in that area. And he looked good. He looked light on his feet. In that first round, he kind of reminded me of the way he looked a couple of years ago. As like a long, lanky, leverage type of puncher who can really speed that right hand through the target. And I think that helps him get so many knockouts with the right hand. And so going into this fight, I already knew Wilder was going to take this guy out. I just wanted to kind of see where the skill level was, in terms of using a variety of punches. And so early in the round, you had the guys just kind of moving around, feeling each other out, testing the distance, throwing a few feints and a couple, half jabs and everything, just to kind of find the range against each other. And so, it's not a whole lot to go on. This was a pretty short fight, but I think Wilder looked pretty good, considering that he had been off so long. He really didn't seem too rusty in there. In the mid-range, I did want to see him kind of tighten up his combinations. He threw a couple combination shots over Hellenius' head as he kind of ducked in to try to get close to Wilder. And I'd like to see those punches get a little crisp and a little more sharp. But once he found his range later in the round and caught Hellenius stepping in, it was good night. And what I did really like about it is that it was a short shot. And it was kind of like a reaction shot as he was moving out of the way. Kind of reminded me of the way Tank Davis knocked out Rolly Romero with a punch that he was kind of moving away from and throwing at the same time, just to make room and distance for himself to continue to move and continue to throw follow-up punches. So I did like that. And, hopefully with this particular win, he's back in the picture. I think this was supposed to be an eliminator fight for the WBC championship, which means that he could possibly get another shot at Fury if Fury wants to stay around, or the doors are wide open for him to get all of the top fights at this point with AJ or Anthony Joshua, with again Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, who has Joshua's belts now. So, I could see a pathway for him to potentially become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. And I think that would be a really good second run in his boxing career. So things are looking good. And this was a good outing for Wilder. I like to see, him continue to fight as often as he possibly can. I want to continue along this path with him and his new trainer to continue to work on things. And especially, using that jab, maybe learning how to hook off the jab a little bit, trying to add a couple new wrinkles in his game. And at this point, Wilder's a veteran, but, you always got to continue to work on your craft. And I think, that's what they're doing. They're trying new things in training camps. And I just want to kind of see them implement more of that in the fight as they continue to go. The right hand is going to always be there. His opponents, they're always going to be looking for that right hand. So, if he can continue to develop the left hand, with hooking off the jab, maybe stabbing that jab to the body. I seen him do that early against Tyson Fury. When the pressure is on, it'd be nice to see him continue to follow through on some of the new tricks that he's learned to keep him one step ahead of the competition. But bottom line, good outing for the champ, and hopefully he'll be back in the in title contention real soon. Here we'll see him against someone in a high-profile fight in his next outing, and it's going to make the heavyweight division exciting, and especially in the near future as you got some of these newer heavyweights coming up. It's going to be interesting to see how he matches up with them, depending on how long he sticks around. So, with that, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. This is Footwork, baby. We out.